Hello, Village. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I'm LaWanda Renee. I just wanted to take a moment to really let everybody know how this channel came about. This channel was originally called Goddess with LaWanda Renee. And when I created this channel, it was my intention to share in my spiritual walk after coming out of one of the toughest moments of my life, a really dark season. I had exhausted all of my resources. Opportunities weren't there. Doors were closed. I was at a state in my life where I felt like life was over because I am not as old as I used to be. And having to start over or pick up the pieces of my life is simply not where I wanted to be. And so I was in such a dark place that I stayed down and out consistently. I would cry myself to sleep. I would get up in the morning and just want to numb myself in the nightmare that I was in. And I remember when God just simply touched me on my shoulder and told me it was going to be okay. And when he said that to me, it was a self-assurance that life wasn't over. And after that moment, I became forever moved. I began to reflect on every moment of my life where God was present and he was handling every situation. I reflected on every moment of my life where the trials and tribulations were impossible to overcome, but I did. And God consistently comforted me. And so I made it my business to be consistent in my relationship with him. He didn't leave my side. He met me where I was, and I wanted to meet him where he was as well. I knew that I was never going to be as powerful in this thing called life without him. And I knew that the only way and the only thing I wanted from that point on was him. And so I stayed in the Bible. I gave myself some goals about reading the Holy Word and the Scripture and learning that the more I'm consistently in the Word, the more I'm drawing closer to the Lord. I didn't want anything or anyone to get in my relationship with him. I became extremely possessive, if you will. And I realized the importance of the consistency of staying close to God. It's important to establish a union, a communion, and a relationship with him that can't be denied. That is the only way we will succeed in this thing called life. And so I realized that when God comforted me, it was time for me to really comfort other people. And so again, created the channel, and I decided to change the name to Faith Obsessed. And it wasn't done out of the state of being obsessed with religion. It was obsessed with faith, being obsessed with knowing that you have to be consistent. You have to be purposeful. You have to be intentional with being in the Holy Word, reading the Word of life, talking to him, communing with him, believing in him. It's a consistent intentionality component that many people are missing because this world pulls us apart from him through our trials and tribulations. This world will make him our enemy when the world sets us up to fail. And so being obsessed with faith means that you're not going to put anything before your believer. You're not going to make sure that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing on your mind is not the problem, it's the purpose. And so if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. And I just really want to say that the content that I create here is short in nature, and that's intentional because all you need is a word. The world is so noisy. The Lord just wants you to hear his voice. And if I can give you the sound of his voice in 30 seconds to a minute, I've done my job. So welcome to Faith Obsessed. Stay encouraged and be blessed.